Welcome to Living in Beauty. It's Tuesday, May 29th, 2018, day 680 on the road, and we're in Trinidad, California. Well, hello, summer. But we're staying cool. It's in the mid-60s to 70s where we're perched up on a grassy hillside in the redwoods with a peekaboo view of the Pacific from our party deck. The azalea are in bloom here, and they are spectacular. The largest blooms and the biggest shrubs I've ever seen. When setting out on this adventure with Beauty and the Beast, it wasn't long before we knew we'd entered into a mystery. Along the way, we've acquired an atavistic entourage, a mix of signs, perceptions, memories, who manifest within us a deep sense of ancestral and divine protection. While wilderness hiking or stargazing, the subtle murmurings of nature inform us, and we listen carefully to learn if we should stay or go and what to do. These messages from othery, out there sources can be shrill in those precious moments before a deer steps onto the highway or a hailstorm descends, and soothing when wind and rain pummel the rig like a toy as we drive through a sandstorm or outrun a hurricane or tornado. As citizens of the planet, we're proud to finally be able to look to the sky and trust our instincts. And, be it maturity or a life stage thing, we're connecting with like-minded others. In Florida, we met a couple, about our age, who lost their first house to the Northridge earthquake, and their last house to a recent wildfire, and now they're happy RV residents of the same house, different paradise community, what Jim and I call living in beauty. Due to our long-term savings plan, having better health than we expected, and our great investment advisor, Jeffrey Dunham, at Dunham & Associates, we'll soon enter our third year of a location-independent retirement as seasonal exploiters of the most beautiful places in America. A pilgrimage without a destination, a party that never ends. Here we go again, our third exodus from San Diego. We're on our way to Salem, Oregon for Airstream's Wally Byam Caravan Club International Rally, where we'll speak about the topic of traveling full-time in an Airstream. Has it already been 4 weeks since we pulled out of San Diego? Wow, so much has happened. Leaving Chula Vista, we took I-15 to I-215 north to Highway 138, and then took the 14 to Agua Dulce Winery in Santa Clarita, where after an excellent wine tasting, we retired for the night in their parking lot with wine, crackers, cheese, all the comforts, following a long day on the road. The next morning, we drove 200 miles north on I-5 to Highway 46 and the idyllic countryside vineyard and ranch at Stackstone Cellars, where we spent several lovely days enjoying their top-notch Zinfandel, making mayonnaise from fresh yard eggs, bottling our Living in Beauty homebrew, and learning Paso Robles history from Don, our illustrious host. After 4 nights at Stackstone, we moved 8 miles down the road to Rio Seco Vineyard and Winery, where the Hinkle family hosted us for an overnight stay in their scenic vineyard and olive orchard. And how lovely to share a happy hour and take a bus tour with Mike and Aaron from Free Roaming Bus. Next morning, after a beautiful walk through Rio Seco Vineyard and Orchard, we moved a mile or 2 down the road to Tobin James Cellars, our host for 2 fabulous nights where we stocked up on Chardonnay and Petite Syrah. Now, the big surprise in Paso Robles was Sun Community's new RV resort, Cava Robles, which had just opened for business. They were calling it a soft opening because the resort is still under construction. It was a rare opportunity to see a resort of this caliber before any guests arrive. And it was a little eerie to be among the first campers, even having the place to ourselves for 2 days. Now, we love Paso Robles, and Cava Robles will be our first choice when we return. It's always difficult to leave Paso, But we moved north to Jesse's Grove Winery, a comfortable family winery in Lodi, famous for old Zinfandel vines and great wines. Leaving Lodi, our minds were racing with details about a major project in Wilton. Vinnie Lamica at Vinnie's North Bay Airstream Repair had cleared a week for servicing Beauty. For our journey to Canada, we wanted more solar power and battery storage, and a nice warm cork floor. Vinnie also maintenanced our tires and wheels, and gave us some valuable road safety advice on how to stay hitched in the event of an accident. Vinnie has the best digs in Wilton. My, how his new Airstream campground is growing up. From Vinnie's, we drove 28 miles to Julietta Winery and made it just in time for a party celebrating the release of their 2015 Petite Syrah. After a Sunday potluck under the oaks with members of the wine club, we were shown a beautiful spot in the Rose Garden to park for the night. We couldn't leave the Sacramento area without visiting our good friends Marcia and Dale at the Roseville Church of Christ and Jim's colleagues at the California Medical Association, who actually follow our blog. Wow, thanks! The next morning, we pulled out of the church parking lot for a breathtaking 125-mile drive to Six Sigma Ranch and Winery. We camped in a valley beneath a giant oak beside a stream where enchanting birdsong ruled the day and frogs serenaded the stars at night. We spent a couple of days there, hiking the trails and roads and taking in the sweet fragrance of buckeye in full bloom. Six Sigma was an ideal setting to test our new beefed-up solar. So I blow-dried my hair, and then I blow-dried Pico's hair, and then I roasted a ranch-raised pot roast in our Instant Pot, and then paired it with the 2014 Diamond Mine Cuvée. Okay, that's a bit decadent for camp food. But hey, this isn't just camping, it's life. And you gotta eat. Now, cheers and happy travels. Thank you so much for joining us at Living in Beauty. If you like this post and want to be notified when a new one is released, please enter your email address and click the follow button at the bottom of this page. Okay, that's it for now. Have a great week.